I'm here with some of the most awesome people you'll find on radio. And together we dissect the issues, be it relationship, business, life, and get to all those interesting aspects of it. And of course, their opinion about the stories we get each week. My name is AJ Akwakosap, and I do this with two incredible ladies and joined in by some amazing guests. Of course, I have Miss Judy and Helen Apia Ampofo in the building. Hi, Helen. Hi, Miss Judy.
Hello, hi.
How are you?
Yeah.
Yeah. How have you been since
Whatever.
the last few weeks we have not seen you?
Whatever.
Does it feel good to be back?
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
I still don't have £1 million, so that's unfortunate.
That's so sad.
Still broke as a joke. Okay, that's also because you know what? If you wanted to have the same, sorry to be so pessimistic this evening, guys. Hi, welcome. This is Keeping It Real. As I'm keeping it real. If you wanted to have the same purchasing power as you did on January 1, 2022, your salary must have gone up by 90%.
Stop it.
Good evening, Lois.
What a punchline.
Hope you're well.
Nice verses.
Yeah, pretty much. You should be doing about double to make up for the CD depreciation, the inflation rate. I mean, that's if you earn in CDs. For those of you
who are comfortably pegged in the dollars.
You are cushy. So yeah, stats like that making me quite sad to see things. Unfortunately. So yeah, should be in better spirits, but alas, the economy is lashing me, you know?
It really is. I think January was long.
Really agree with what she's saying.
No, I do. January was long. January was exceptionally long.
Look at our
January was exceptionally
so look at our faces. Myself and AJ, we look stressed.
Exceptionally
look
long.
at the face that you're using to tell us that.
Actually, that's no. You look cute.
Something is lashing you. Like I don't get it.
You look cuter than
also, what is wrong with this chair of mine? Hello,
DJ Phil.
Hello,
where are you, DJ Phil?
I swear they
said going on?
This year I said people
what's going on? Mommy, what's going on? What's going on? Like, I mean, security.
Listen, I give up, guys. It's been nice. It's been real, but
okay.
I see a replacement coming.
Yay! Shout out to DJ Phil.
Let's have a hands of applause.
Hands of applause. Miss Judy, how are you feeling?
I'm good.
Yeah.
It's been a tough week, but
it has been. Like, it's Tuesday, and I'm thinking, what a week, man. Like, what a week. And it's just Tuesday.
But I'm thinking, once January has ended, like we're almost in December.
Things will go quickly. Yeah, so we're happy about the 15 weeks of January having passed. Hi, Nanye.
Hey.
How are you doing?
I'm feeling hopeful.
Hopeful? Okay, how was January for you?
Over the weekend.
Stop it.
Yeah,
did you have a party?
Do you know what? Not really.
What is not really?
Not officially.
You either did or you didn't. And you didn't invite any of us, by the way.
Do you know, I didn't realize it was my birthday until it was.
Oh, wow.
So, I don't remember.
So what did you do?
Oh, I just chilled. I kind of overdid it, so you may notice I'm wearing sunglasses.
Can you imagine?
I said, why enjoy it, man? And you're like, his peeps that we chill every week with, you couldn't send us an invite?
Do you know what?
What's that?
Do you know what? I'll have a year anniversary next year.
Okay, we like that. And we'll attend.
I'll
Okay, cool. That sounds good. I'm down for that. And joining us, I believe the first time on the show, yes? Okay, it's exciting. So she is a bona fide musical artist with a voice to go with it. Is Raya. Hi. So how do I pronounce it? Raya.
Yeah, just for the smoothness.
Raya. It's Raya on the beat. Okay. Let me do the liner. It's Raya on the beat. Oh, God. But how are you doing, Raya? Welcome to the show. We're all family here.
Yeah,
we're a lot loud, and then we get into a lot of arguments on the show. So you're invited to join us. We want to hear your opinions.
Thank you so much for the invitation.
Hello. What's going on with you?
I don't think you guys heard me say, in order to have the same purchasing power, no. Or even they do calculations,
No, we are all calculating along with you.
Mr. N is asking me how am I doing. What is good about the morning?
Helen, do you know what? You are actually the happiest person I've ever met in Ghana.
Yeah.
You are.
Honestly. So it's really sad. It's really sad to see you this way.
Yeah,
the economy. It's the economy.
It's the economy.
We need to fix the economy.
No, when I saw the way she was dressed, I was sitting down there like I was like,
she's not suffering.
Is that Dangote
We're manifesting money. I like that. I feel better already.
Look at her though. She doesn't look how she sounds.
In fact, please, backroom. Let me give that.
Come on.
Okay, hello. Wait. Please, hello, zoom in. Where are we?
Please zoom in for us.
Please,
Yes.
when you feel better, give my compliments back to me.
Cameraman.
The camera is there.
Amaka.
In any case, for
Amaka,
the
you're not giving her
uninitiated, I look very delicious today. Delicious and broke.
We don't look like how we are. That's what that matters. But okay, let's get into our dilemma for today. The big question we're asking you, based on the story we got from our person, is: when you propose and the person says no, is the relationship over? Well, let's take a listen. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jonathan, and I'm 30 years old. And about 4 weeks ago, I planned a romantic and intimate proposal for my girlfriend of 5 years. In fact, let me set the scene. The city lights twinkled below us as I clutched the small velvet box in my pocket. It was charged with anticipation as I led Emily to a secluded spot with a breathtaking view. That was it. I was about to propose. I dropped to one knee under the moonlit sky and I told her and professed my love. I presented the ring I had chosen, expecting joy and excitement, but instead, her eyes betrayed hesitation. The silence between us grew heavy until she said the two words that shattered my hopes. I can't.
No!
Confusion and disappointed washed over me. We were in a private moment, yet the weight of her rejection felt very, very public. Especially after I had sought her father's blessing and shared the news with our closest friends. Of course, he was expecting her to say yes. In the days that followed, Emily explained her reason with a vulnerability I hadn't seen before. She was still grappling with the scars of our past. A year and a half ago, infidelity rocked our relationship, clearly from him. Her fear was palpable. She needed to be sure that my proposal wasn't a knee-jerk reaction to guilt, but rather a genuine commitment to making us work. The embarrassment of a declined proposal has clung to me like a shadow, and I question whether to save face and walk away or to understand the depth of Emily's reservations and try again. The weight of our shared history pressed on me and is urging me to choose between pride and love. I've read the importance of empathy, and I've listened as Emily has poured out her her fears and her doubts, acknowledging the fragile trust that we are rebuilding. It's a journey of introspection for both of us, a test of commitment and understanding, and I genuinely thought I could get over it. However, it's been 4 weeks now, and honestly, the more I think about it, the less confident I am that I can recover. Emily is certainly the love of my life, and I really thought our proposal day will be one of the happiest, but Charlie, I'm really, really, really hurt. And with every passing day, I'm convinced maybe she really won't ever be ready to accept and completely let go of the past, let alone consider getting married to me. Am I being too pessimistic, and does she have a point? When you say no on that special day, does it completely destroy the relationships, ladies and gentlemen? We run this mother. Miss Judy, let me start with you.
I actually don't think so. I think there are reasons why I would say no. If the reasons justify the fact that I wouldn't want to get married to you, I'll let you know. But
okay.
I think she basically has a point.
Yeah.
If there has been infidelity and I basically do not trust you anymore like I used to, I think you should try to grow the trust. You should work on it. Leave me alone.
I'll let you finish.
Yes, you should work on the trust issues that I have, because obviously marriage is a stepping stone. I want to believe that whatever happened before, I have truly accepted it and moved on. This is a situation that I haven't. So I want us to work on ourselves so that I am ready for what we are getting ourselves into. I think that's just fair. I think she has a point.
She
as
does.
A woman, yeah.
She does. Okay. Nadia, you've been chuckling to yourself.
Before I make this point, Helen,
Please.
for every friendship that we have, I swear to God, if you don't back me on this one,
Hey,
only
Okay, but I haven't even heard what you're saying.
I knew you before you were famous. remember that. I encourage you.
Which points I come to make that you need a vacuum cleaner?
And we never agree on anything from the day that I met Ranye. It's been 5 years.
I had to get off my chest.
We've agreed maybe once.
In the 5 years, yes.
Okay.
Listen, can I just ask what they were doing for a year and a half?
They were trying to patch things up. Yeah, they were trying to patch things up.
Yeah.
For 1 year and a half.
Yes.
And I don't
That
think I
is
trust you enough yet.
Roughly on average, the amount of time it gets to know someone new.
But
See, that I agree with Nanye
Okay.
on. I mean, to be honest, a year and a half.
Come on.
You're either forgiving the person moving on,
But
or
forgiving someone and getting married to a cheater is two very different things.
Why is she still there? Why is she
Because
still
I'm
there?
hoping you would change.
Oh, boss.
So hold on a second. You're hoping that he, the infidelity, the cheater,
Yes.
will change.
Yes.
So has he cheated since?
We cannot be certain of that. We cannot be certain of that. Maybe I see suspicions that you could be cheating.
For a year and a half.
You could be cheating.
God.
But I'm just trying to, take my time and
For
try
any
and figure
man
it out.
listening to this, please don't be in this situation.
in the absence of any further information, we'll take what I think his name is Jonathan. What Jonathan has said at face value, that actually seems as though that's
I've been
the
trying to
only thing
work
really
on
they've been
things.
trying to move
Yeah.
on. It sounds as though she's still punishing him for a year and a half. And ladies do this thing.
We do.
If you're going to forgive somebody and you want to move on, forgive and move on. If it's too much for you to bear, then it's too much for you to bear. You have to decide if it's worth it. I mean, I suppose if after a year and a half, the reason for declining this proposal is that, the trust issue is still there, then I don't know, that's worrying. For me, if I was Jonathan's friend, I'll be honest, I'll tell you, Johnny boy, be like, Charlie, if this lady
This is the Helen
not,
I remember.
Oh, my friend.
Morning show tomorrow. You're welcome.
I really think
You're welcome.
I really think marriage is a commitment, like
Okay.
a lifetime commitment. And I think at that point the lady just want to know what she's going into.
Yeah.
At the relationship phase is very
Thank you. Different.
different. And trust is commitment. And when
you.
the trust is broken, I don't see her just
hard.
running in there.
Absolutely.
She'll just have her reservations and take it into deep thought before going into that. And I think forgiveness is in the Bible we have forgive and forget, right? He's forgiven, but she still remembers.
She cannot forget.
Whatever happened.
So as long as she does half of what the Bible
think
says,
the
fine.
I think he has to do a lot to take that bit away. You have to send her roses every day. You have to take her to
Listen, the lady actually gave you a reason. She didn't say that, okay, so I'm not accepting the marriage and it's over. She gave you enough
She gave the reason a year and a half later. Something that she's been holding inside. Two people who are supposed to be communicating a relationship for a year and a half. She's been keeping this inside. And he's been thinking that they're madly in love.
She's trying to work her way out of.
I didn't see that in the
betrayal.
passage. No, I didn't see that in the passage.
In
the
the
passage, she said from what
implied.
she had experienced
It
in
is
the past.
implied that she's been using the last year and a half to try and work back, because it was betrayal of her trust. Her love was broken. Everything went into disarray after he cheated. Yeah, and everyone's coping mechanism or coping time is very different.
Yeah, very
For her, she's slower to get her.
Are you being serious?
I'm being very serious.
Surely you're just playing devil's advocate.
I'm being
This
very
cannot be
serious.
how you think.
I'm being very serious.
I mean, I nearly knocked myself out with this microphone. I mean,
it out.
to be fair, if it had been something like 6 months, then I would say, okay, knee-jerk reaction. You know what I'm saying? As he has described it. But I don't know whether a year and a half is still a knee-jerk reaction to what has happened. Maybe the proposal it came out of left field, so she's maybe panicking.
Yes,
which
maybe
they
she
always
didn't
tell
see it
you. They always
coming.
tell you that you should be able to gauge whether or not the person you're with is going to say yes or no. So maybe by all indications, Emily's given Jonathan the feeling that okay, the coast is clear. As soon as he proposes, then she's like, "Hey, Charlie, be like I haven't gotten over it." And for me, again, even with or without a proposal, a year and a half of still clinging on to something that happened is a bit long. I think it's either, like I said, you're going to get over it or you're not going to get over it. If I do something in a relationship and you hold it over my head for a year and a half, you are a beg why it's okay. you there, don't forgive me. At this point, you're punishing me. I mean, again, we don't know how he's tried to make it up to her, but by all accounts, Her dad thinks he's good enough to marry. The friends that he told, clearly. I mean, in his mind, he's built up the day. He wanted it to be a good day. Now, on his side, he's like, Charlie, the embarrassments, Charlie, babam. Because you're not going to go back to your potential father-in-law and say, oh, Charlie, you gave me a blessing.
Exactly, but she said no.
All your friends are waiting to hear, hey, Charlie Jonathan, what happened? We can't wait. And
they are waiting for the ring and doom so crashing. Oh, Charlie.
No, but you know, to be
so do you sweep the rose petals or what? You sack the saxophonist. Oh, Charlie.
No, but there is a positive though. At least now, when he's now dating, they say, oh, why didn't you guys work out? Why are you single? Because I proposed to someone. I did all of this. He can use his poetry that he did. He said, I did all of this for her, and she said no.
And of course, she will say he cheated.
Yes,
probably not.
Which outweighs everything. Because
a year and a half ago, she'll probably if she's sensible, she'll think like how Helen.
So
Helen
what is the ideal? Since I'll come to you, Nani. What is the ideal time after cheating for your partner to get over it?
Communication decides the time. Yeah.
So her time says an hour and a half.
Hold on a second. She
a year and a half.
No, she did not communicate her feelings because this is something that had been playing in her mind throughout this whole period. You're telling me that you guys can talk about everything, but the one thing that you're telling me stops you from marrying someone is something that you can't say.
Wait, hold on. You can't commit a crime yet and then now choose how someone else will react to that crime.
Hold on a second. Yeah, she's not saying she just found out. No, she's not saying a year and a half she just found out.
No,
she found out a year and a half ago. Yeah, so they're
going through therapy for a year and a half.
Yes, possible enough. So
yes,
maybe he cheated. The conversation came up once or twice, and really, she didn't recover.
Honestly, no logical guy, was arranged to propose to him if they've had that kind of conversation.
Or it could be a situation where he cheated with the person.
He's seen roses.
He's still in close proximity with the one he cheated with. So that doesn't give me any peace of mind.
So say that. Explain, communicate to the person you're with. No, but she didn't, because even this is wishy-washy. She's like, I need time. I thought it might be a knee-jerk reaction to who responds to cheating to asking to marry.
A lot of people. A lot of men think, okay, if I propose, she'll get over it quite quickly.
Yeah. Please, I'm offering them counseling.
Please do come and see me. It is commonplace for men to cheat, especially, and then as maybe the woman is starting to take them back, they think
lose them for a year and a half. Yeah, not ignore this time frame.
I personally think the man didn't do his job well because then you can go for therapy, go for counseling. Yeah. But when you come to your closet, it's you and the two of you.
Yeah.
You have to do so much to convince her that she has to trust you back. You have to win her trust back. No, and if you don't do that, I mean, marriage, you're going to propose and then
would you be with someone for a year and a half you don't trust?
No.
Would you be with someone for a year and a half that you don't trust?
I think she loves the man, but the issue here is trust.
Would you be with someone for a year and a half without trusting them?
Well,
you're a politician, are you?
I'm not a politician.
It's a simple question. Would you be with someone for a year and a half?
She was trying to find a way. She was trying to find a way. I think that, like you mentioned, communication.
Yes.
Right. I think the man should have really opened up more, communicated more, done more, put in so much because she needed that to assure her. To assure her that she's safe.
Yeah.
Her security is at stake. Yeah.
If I can,
Yeah, tell me.
Marriage is like a lifelong commitment.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
If you've seen a trait in someone that you can't deal with years down the line, why would you now openly agree to marry that person?
I would also not openly be with them in a relationship for a year and a half.
I'm trying to work my way through our issues.
Everybody's refusing to answer this very simple question.
I'm still trying to work my way through our issues. I haven't gotten to a point where I feel good enough or I feel I trust you enough and secure enough in our relationship to marry you.
So would you be with someone in that situation? You don't trust them. Would you be with them for a year and a half?
You're hoping it will get better.
Sorry, can someone answer the question, please? I feel like I'm asking myself.
I said yes.
Yes, you would.
Yes, but I don't know if I want to marry
without
the
trusting
person.
them.
No, you see, it's different dating someone. It's different marrying the person. You can, and I'm sure you've dated people that I know where in hell I'm going to marry this woman. Exactly. Have you not dated people that way?
Okay.
Have you not dated them for a number of months?
Can we just give a context?
No.
Can we just give a context here? He has asked her to marry him. So we are going to assume here that they were in a serious relationship. You don't ask a random girl, bimbo, can you marry me?
The guy did
So in that
there's a
context,
question from here.
Have you
There's
not
a question
dated
from-
people?
In this context, no.
No, not in this
Wait.
context. Let me
Relax.
frame the question. Have you, Nanye, not ever dated
Yeah.
a lady
Yeah.
that for a significant amount of time, knowing perfectly well that she has certain qualities that will not make her your wife?
I've never.
Eh?
I haven't.
Dear Lord,
I haven't.
drop the videos.
You've never dated someone that you know you will not marry.
No. You know, under you asked me a very full, longer question. It wasn't
Okay,
just.
let me say that again.
Okay.
Have you ever dated someone you know dated?
So now any form of dating now.
You're not
Dated
gonna
for a
do that
significant.
Because before she said for a significant amount of time.
Okay,
Now
what
you're
is
changing
what
the
is significant
goalposts.
amount of time for you?
A significant amount of time means 2 years.
Okay.
Okay.
Have you dated
2
anyone for
years.
less than 2 years?
Yeah,
That
absolutely.
you know you will not marry them.
That you didn't end up marrying.
Yeah, of course.
That you know you will. No, you see, sometimes you can know that there's certain people you will not marry.
Yeah.
It's not. It has not been even in my mind at that point in time. So
Marriage had not been in your mind.
Not at all.
But if it had been in your mind, you knew that they didn't have
I guess we'll never know.
They, they didn't possess the qualities you needed to marry.
I don't think my eyes are capable of being with anyone that's not that kind of quality anyway.
So everyone you've ever dated, you knew you could marry them.
Everybody every day is a 10.
Not
Oh.
10
No.
in terms
In
of
every
looks,
quality.
so-
We understand.
So you knew
that.
you could
If I've not
marry
married them,
So why,
it's my fault.
why didn't you marry them? Back to the
Yeah.
next
Because I
question.
don't want to.
Oh.
So the person actually dated
Because
you
I can
thinking
choose.
that
I
you're
can
going to marry
choose
her.
to set the scene like he did. Yeah. And I mean, and ask and be turned down. But I can also choose not to ask to marry in the first
Okay,
place.
if I may ask another question. The woman that dated you,
Yes.
that's
that we dated each other.
that
yeah.
you date each other.
I don't know what that question is, but yeah, let me just reframe that. Uh-huh.
The woman that you were both dating.
Yes.
I mean,
Did
you
they
and her were
Dated
dating.
yourself.
Yeah,
You dated
all of the
yourselves.
above. Uh-huh.
Did they ever think, or did they harbor hopes that you would marry them?
Hopes, yes.
Oh.
Hey, hopes, yes. Hopes, no,
Plenty
hopes,
hopes.
yes. But no, none of them thought that was going to happen
Because of
Why?
because
Why?
I communicate.
That you don't want to marry them.
Absolutely.
still
But
stay-
I would never lead
but they
anybody
were
on like that.
hoping that they will marry you.
Also, hopes there. I can't
No,
change
wait,
who I
AJ,
am.
after you
I
communicated-
am marriage material,
after
of
you
course. So,
communicated to them, they still
Wow.
stay. They still stay.
Helen has loved the dollars.
I am the ideal husband. Trust me.
Hey!
Top of the food chain.
Hey! Nanye. I love how confident
They
he is. Oh,
No,
they,
he
they
didn't
do.
answer the question. Did they
What's
still
the
stay
question?
with you after you communicated to them that you weren't going to marry them?
Yes.
Oh.
So this is the
That
exact
must be
case.
No. I understand, but not for a significant amount of time. I just said that for me, a significant amount of time for me is 2 years. Yeah.
So
She
none of
has
them-
harbored
none-
those
none-
feelings 1 year and a half on top of how long ever they've been with, and. Be realistic here. They've been with an amount of time that has warranted him to feel like asking
She
her to marry him.
heals slowly.
So this is not just a short relationship. They've been together for that long, and then they've gone through that
Nanye,
whole period
please,
for a year and
the
a
mic
half.
towards your mouth.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Then they've
Who
gone
have
through.
dated for 6 years
Uh-huh.
and still not gotten
I think-
Then
married.
they've wasted their time.
The guy, the
absolutely.
guy
For 1.5
thought it was
years.
okay. Okay, he had moved on,
Yes, but she hasn't.
but she hadn't.
So she has to communicate that.
Well, I mean, I didn't.
No, there's
She
no two
probably-
ways about
but
it. Just
you see,
communicate it.
but
You
you
feel a
see-
certain way.
but
say
you
it.
she
did.
probably
Right?
did. She probably did, but he wasn't listening.
Yeah.
No, but we're reading the story here.
men-
No, no.
That's the thing. Like, but AJ, in the absence of any further context,
Exactly.
Yeah.
we can also fill in the blank.
Why not?
We can only go with what we know. You know what I'm saying?
Let's
we can only
fill in
go,
the blanks.
And to be honest, from the write-up, Jonathan seems like somebody that has their head screwed on right. I mean, I don't know him. Sometimes people do, and we'll get to that part.
Helen, you're
Those
sidetracking.
people who
He
end
did
up some
cheat.
people do go down on one knee without really knowing what the
It
lady is going to say. So
Yes.
you get those kinds of people.
Yes.
But from all
Yes.
accounts, it doesn't sound like he was unsure. I think something gave him the confidence.
Yes, that he
maybe
could
the
proceed.
friends and family don't know about what went on between them. Some couples
Perhaps.
are able to keep it private.
Yes.
But to the extent that her dad said, you know how difficult it is for guys to go to another man, ask for, it's not easy. So that gives me confidence that maybe the dad thinks, oh, as for Jonathan, dear, I can trust him with my daughter. The friends are also in the loop.
trust you.
Oh, Charlie, the person who should be trusting him. I just feel as though if after a year and a half, I mean, you can never put a time on when somebody should move on, but there's also reasonability. You know what I'm saying? For me, a year and a half seems a bit long to not decide if you're going or coming. No pun intended. But I mean, like if I was, I think her name is Emily. It's either I'm I'm going to work through it and we're moving on. Maybe after a year, and then I can see where we stand. Or we're not. This thing of Charlie is because of the cheating. That's why I'm saying no. I don't know. Maybe for her as well, it's a cop-out. You know what I'm saying?
Who is he?
Who is who?
The guy on the other side.
The guy on the other side, who knows? Who knows? Sometimes when people are cheated on, they retaliate by doing what? Cheating.
For a year and a half.
She didn't cheat for a year. This is
I think
conjunction.
her cheating
Is
could be fresh.
conjunction.
Exactly.
Yeah,
we can't add that in there.
You can't.
And in fact, I can't even add that in there.
My lord, I
Objection. Overruled.
Objection.
Sustained.
You know what? All right, cool. No further.
The client is conjuncturing. Okay, now.
But now you must understand that, love is working.
Sorry?
Love. If you love somebody, it's a lot of work. Because even in the Bible, if you love God, you do His work.
Okay.
You can't claim you love God and not do His work. So when you love somebody, it's a lot of responsibility and work. Now you've hurt her.
For a year,
I just want you to understand.
A year and a half
I just
ago.
want you to understand that she's not a bad person. I don't think she wants to ditch him or anything.
Oh no.
She clearly wants to be with him.
Yeah,
but she doesn't trust him.
When a lady is with a guy for that long, you know that she has all the good intentions, but the work.
How much work has he put in it?
Putting in because he caused the whole thing.
Thank you.
He caused it, and
we neglect that fact.
You can't just be there and you're okay. Oh, we've moved on. Oh, forget about it.
Who have moved on.
Yeah, you know.
When you did the crime.
To be honest, this is all just toxic, and I think the guy just needs to leave and move on. Absolutely.
Okay.
After
be happy.
he
Move
broke
on, be
her
happy.
heart.
Nanya,
Do you know what? I agree. He did a year and a half ago.
She wants to forgive
But she wants to
him.
continuously punish him.
Not
And will assess him based on something he cannot do.
No, seriously, it's not
But
punishment.
you know what? Where does he get off trying to dictate how she should react to
He
his
hasn't.
betrayal?
He hasn't dictated. In fact, this whole time,
he expects her to have
this whole time
moved
is in his
on.
feelings. No, we read the story.
Yeah.
This whole time, he hasn't even pushed her and confronted her on it. He's actually showing a lot of restraint and respect by saying, you know what, I'm gonna try and take my time, but it's killing and eating him inside. And you know what? To be honest, he is a good guy. And yes, he made a mistake a year and a half. No, he made a mistake a year and a half ago. But you know, I'm not gonna stand there and watch a fellow brother experience this for another. No, he should move on.
Wow.
There are a lot of girls. Is he Ghanaian?
We would assume so.
I think
He should go East Africa. He's fine.
No, but let's assume
Wow.
that it was not cheating, right? Maybe the girl has a job that she's expecting to be promoted, and she's not supposed to get married at that period of time. And would you have accepted that one?
Do you know what? Listen, that's like me. That's like someone who has been told about baptism and says, "What if I'm in the desert?" Listen, there are always going to be extreme situations, and you know, if that situation came, we'll talk about it. But at this moment in time, that's not the situation.
It just happened.
There's a question here that's come through from Johnny. So he was good evening. He says, what else is the rejected party hanging around for?
Thank you.
What is he going to be hanging around?
We have a lot of smart guys in the
I
country.
do feel a bit sorry for Jonathan in this instance, especially like I said, he says the embarrassment of a declined proposal clung to me like a shadow. He said, question whether or not I should save face or walk away or understand the depth of Emily's reservations and try again. The weight of our shared history pressed on me, urging me to choose between pride and love. And he says that after 4 weeks, Charlie Odre, he can't think far. By all accounts, like he says that they are working on things. This seems like a loving relationship, but the roadblock is her not being able to move on. I just think
on his cheating, by the way.
But is it all his problem or part of it is her problem? Her ability to move on. No, I'm just saying. No, I'm
How are you blaming me? How are you blaming me?
No.
For him cheating?
No. Hold on a second.
you're
It
talking
is still
about
your emotion.
a lasting
There may be
comment.
reasons as to why you're feeling a certain way, which can be justified. But your emotion is still innate to you, and how you react and decide to react as well is also based on what you do. So you can't give all the blame to what happened that year and a half ago. Maybe the fact that you take a year and a half plus to get over certain things might actually be a problem too.
Wow.
Do you take that long to get over a demotion?
Okay.
That's like guys normally get over
It's a
things
combination
easily,
of
but
victim blaming
we
her.
do not.
No, I'm not victim.
thinking
No, please. Before I get
victim
hashtag of
blaming.
victim blaming, I beg you. I'm not victim blaming. I'm speaking some sense.
Okay, but
So
now,
give it assurance.
Yeah.
Like assurance.
thank you.
Would the
Bye.
guy
He was on his
still be
knee
with the
with
lady?
a ring.
By her
Is that not assurance enough?
Nane.
No.
Nane,
Like I'm saying.
would you
that
have
it's supposed to
forgiven
be-
her if she had cheated?
Would I have forgiven her?
Yeah, you.
If
would
I
you have forgiven
had
that
the capacity to forgive her, yes. If I didn't have
Do
capacity,
you have
I would have left
capacity?
her.
Do you have capacity to forgive your girlfriend for cheating?
Absolutely.
In general. Oh, you do?
Absolutely.
Okay. Now let me bring this question in. Okay. Now he's been ditched largely at the proposal site. It's been 4 weeks. He's trying to work through it. Can someone or should someone stay with the other party, either this story or in any other situation? When you are ditched at a proposal, should you still try to save the relationship? Should you stay in the relationship after you have been brutally shot down at a proposal?
Yeah, I think he should like take his time, just like swallow everything in. Go back to her and ask her what happened, like why she did that. You see, it's all about communication.
Yeah.
Communication is so powerful. I can't
Nana is going to
I don't
get
know.
you there.
I can't underestimate it. It's so powerful because then you have to talk, and I think what led them there is the talking, the communication. There was some sort of, I don't know, that work wasn't done well. So now that he's seen that could cause that, or that could have caused that, now you go and meet her and you want to talk about it. And when you talk about it and you realize that, okay, she felt there's more he could have done, then you now want to know exactly what you should do to make her happy, to make her like help her or aid her to move on from all this like trust issues. Because I think she's thinking, when I marry you and you go out and you don't come by 9, I'll be there thinking, what's going on? I'm not going to have the peace of mind. Peace of mind you come by. And that's what she's looking into the future. So the love is there, I know, but the communication. And there's nothing that you can't overcome.
Okay.
You know? So I believe that he should just take his time, swallow it in, go back to her, communicate, and find a way out. Everything is possible. If he still, if he still loves her,
then
everything
it's
is
possible.
Yeah.
Miss Jude, okay.
I do have a quick question though. So, and by all accounts, again, by reading Jonathan's dilemma, you can tell there's love here. Like they love each other, but Charlie, this whatever happened a year and a half ago is still lingering. What sort of time frame would Jonathan be expected sort of to wait for? Maybe if she said to him, I can't say yes now, but in another 6 months, maybe she's in therapy, another 6 months, then maybe, because at this point she has to give him a deadline. Because to hold and to dangle this yes in front of him, it's a little bit cruel.
It's cruel, yeah.
Open and I say won't pay no. What forgive you and I say won't forgive you.
Helen, you know that, like, as a woman, when someone cheats, you are going through it. Like, oh, was it my fault? Am I that good? Is the other lady better than me?
At this age, it's never my fault.
Yeah, but
you cheated. I'm never going to internalize somebody's poor treatment of me as a reflection of what I deserve. Me, if I won't forgive you, you know in 48 hours. If I'll forgive you, you know in 21 days. Simple. Then we move.
Sorry, that ratio didn't add up.
Oh, so it takes longer. I mean, it takes longer to forgive. It takes longer to forgive.
But it takes longer to let you know that I won't forgive.
Like say you go and sleep with my auntie. In 48 hours, your stuff's gone. You're on the front page of Daily Graphic, and Maya Spaces, Maya podcast about you and you and your parents, because you don't have home training. If I'll forgive you, maybe at 21 days time, I've gone through, talked to my therapist and said, there's love here. We try again, we go again. Maybe she just wanted one last assurance to say, I don't know, because I'm saying
some of us go through things. Some of us worry a lot. It takes time for us to get over certain things. Yeah. Because we are thinking, what did I do wrong? Would he do it again when we get married? And ordinarily, seriously.
That's what I'm saying, that you're torturing yourself, Miss Judy.
I would have said, okay, the relationship ends after she rejected it. But this is the case that she explained that this is the reason why I can't accept it now. So as you said, maybe she should give timelines.
Timelines.
Yes, but seriously, some of us, it takes time.
Yeah, it takes time.
Because we are going through so much, and thinking and blaming ourselves over so many things we are not supposed to.
Why are we forgetting that she has only decided to communicate? That thing that you say is powerful. A year and a half later.
Not all of us are
Hold on a second. No, hold on. I let the powerful women in this room speak.
Hallelujah.
Now the humble man is going to speak. The weak man is going to speak. Because clearly I'm falling. My voice is falling on deaf ears. Even the guy in the background is not allowed to laugh. I understand your pain.
If me Crawford become president, men will not laugh 45 days straight.
There is a job for you, Amusi.
No, but no man should laugh. What is funny?
Okay, see, this is what he's afraid of. Anyway, like I was saying, listen. She has internalized. No. Hold on a second. Because we have already heard what internalizing looks like. She has internalized how she feels for a year and a half, and decided it was now convenient to express the communication that you said is so powerful and so important for a relationship that she refused to do during that whole period. She now decides to say that is a problem. Not in present tense or future tense, but in past, continuous tense. That hey, this was a problem then, and I feel that you're feeling sorry for me a year and a half later and asking me for my hand in marriage. I understand what every one of you were saying, but that's not within the context of what we're talking about here. Here, they have not communicated in a period. She has not communicated her feelings in a period of a year and a half.
And the guy never brought that.
Do you know what? If the girl doesn't feel comfortable communicating with a man, then you shouldn't even be with him for that long.
Sometimes you don't have the setting, the space. You don't make it conducive. You don't create that space for her to like pour out and be vulnerable.
Imagine that.
Like,
sorry, were they celibate for a year and a half?
No.
I'm just
Imagine
asking.
after he cheated, I spoke about it once or twice. The third time, it feels like I'm nagging.
Were they celibate for a year and a half?
You're nagging.
So
are we going to assume that they're celibate?
It's possible.
Because they were comfortable being within each other's vicinity in that respect. But they cannot explain.
I agree, Helen, because
It's the hormones, baby.
they need. She needs time. She needs time because the previous time she didn't get the answer. Like she didn't get that trust met. Do you get it? So now she needs time because proposals are very just instant. She didn't even know you're gonna do that, and then you just come and then she panicked. So she's like, oh, there's more to work on. No, you're going to propose to me. Please, that can take your time. Let's work this out. And I think you're seeing it from a very
intelligent view. I know. I can be that way sometimes.
Because like if a lady doesn't love you, she wouldn't stay with you
for that long. Yes, we both agree.
She will move on.
Perfect.
So if she's there, she's waiting for something.
What? What? What is she waiting for?
She's waiting for the right communication.
No. From him.
Wait. She wants him to know that I still love you, but there's something that is not done. There's something that we haven't yet.
So what does he have to do to fix that?
Pardon?
In your eyes, as a woman, understanding her shoes, what does he have to do to fix this? That he couldn't do for a year and a half, by the way.
So now that the proposal shows him that it's something to be done, and that he has to work on that.
What is it?
And that's what I'm saying, communication.
He needs to communicate.
You have to open up. You have to talk about
He has to open up his feelings.
No, both of you. It's not one person. It's not like you're making it look like it's he.
It takes one person to make it work.
So why didn't she open up for a year and a half? That's what I'm trying to find out.
It's not about hair. It's the both of you. Let me tell you. Now that Yadiawa winning with the proposal, just go back and just think about it, and then go and do the your homework.
Unless you want
just
to
make it right.
But
I think that really works.
But to be fair though, I mean, Nanya, is there such a thing as, ooh, can I think about it? We often hear women say either yes or no, but I don't know whether women go, can I get give me a second?
Yeah, people actually take in fact, traditionally people took a few days to even come back
before they come and say yes.
So just
there's a lot of pressure to say yes on the spot.
She didn't say hold on a second. Yes. She said no.
She didn't know she could say that.
But maybe
then she doesn't read.
No, because I'm thinking about that because we often see the yes/no scenario. What about that scenario where you're like, oh, I wasn't expecting this. I mean, I'd love to, but hey, tell him, mommy, 1 second there.
She wasn't even excited. He described her facial expression. She wasn't even excited. There was no remote.
I think she was shocked.
Hesitation.
She was not even excited at the idea of being married to him.
No, she was hesitant. It wasn't that she was excited. She was hesitating to say yes.
Have you ever been so hesitant when you received the gift before?
Yes.
Women receive all sorts. Yes.
From someone you're in a relationship with.
It depends what it is,
depends on
though.
what
I
it
mean,
is.
a lot of men do foul stuff, and then they come
you're
back
listening
with
to who
gifts.
not to date when we're talking.
Oh no, men do find
No.
women complex.
There are certain things that you.
Yeah, you're
okay.
like, why are you
No,
doing
but imagine the guy cheated and the next day he's
going
bringing
on?
it.
But
And
they
he's
do
it's a
that.
year and a half.
No, we're talking about in that instance. It does happen.
So if it had
where-
been a month
yeah.
or 6 months
Do you know
or
what-
a year, would have been okay.
Do you know what? Within okay.
How long should you forgive your boyfriend after they cheat?
Okay, how long should you take for you to forgive your child if they were to steal something?
It's
No.
very
It's
It's
think
very,
about
very
it.
different.
Think
What's the
about it.
connection?
It depends on what
No,
they stole.
is it that different?
Yes.
Like I just
I'll
want
be
the
very
content.
disappointed
love
for a
your
very
child?
long time.
Yeah,
You're really upset with what they did.
Yes.
Yeah.
yeah,
You love your man.
yeah,
You're really upset with what he did.
yeah.
Yeah. How long does it take for you to forgive your child for stealing from you?
Depends. Some parents are really
Can I
hard
beat my
Would you
child and then forgive
internalize
them?
it for a year and a half?
Yes, some parents will.
Yes.
Is that a good thing to do?
Yeah.
No, is that a good thing to do?
No, not that. I'll be
some
really
people, they can't
scared.
help it.
Yeah.
And then on that day, the
I'm
equivalent
really
of a
bothered
child,
about my
the
child.
equivalent to the whole proposal, the child says, "Hey, mommy, I really want to do this thing." Then you care, oh, that last thing you did.
Yes.
Oh,
A year and a half. Is that
Yes.
fair though?
Yes.
For me,
5
no,
years,
it's
you're still
fair.
referring
The
to-
ladies
Is it
are
fair?
saying that's very subjective.
Is it fair to you?
No, because
For me, it's not.
Because
Is it fair
no,
to you?
no.
But for some
Is it
people,
fair for you to do that?
is.
No, if my child,
You
if
don't
my
know, mama,
child,
they come and say, shoot after 10 years,
Is it fair for you?
cry.
No,
It's not fair.
it's like-
No, but is it fair for
No,
you?
if your child has done something really, or your boyfriend has done something really terrible, you will remember it. It's because you
But
forgiven
would you
doesn't mean
hold
that
it against
You will
them?
refer
That's what she's
him.
done. She's holding it against him.
No, she's just preventing herself from saying yes to the most
You just
important.
rejiggled my
No,
words.
the
You're
most
going- you're
important
going in-
question
she's
of her
going
life.
into marriage. You forget about that.
She doesn't know if this man is going to cheat on her in 3 years
Yeah.
or in 5 years. And clearly, this is
Forever.
someone. This is
So
someone.
ever.
No,
So
I
she
need to
needs
understand
time.
that I am secure with
time.
you for the rest of my. So you see, it's not 1 day. It's not a
Yeah,
1 year.
it's
not-
marriage you're talking
I'm
about
dating
here.
you now, but I'm looking at actually marrying you.
Lifetime.
All your faults now
Yeah.
become like you put a microscope under it. You put it under a microscope, and you look at everything in its totality. Is this person someone that will be
AJ, you
kind
got
to
a
me?
message. AJ, you got a message. Jackie, good evening to you. Jackie always tunes into Keeping It Real. She says, tell AJ the argument she's trying to raise doesn't hold any water. This lady should have walked away if she had trust issues.
But she's building on those trust
Yes.
issues. She's trying
There's
to
a second chance.
find her trust again for this man.
Someone has pointed out that they actually have been together for 5 years already. So you're saying for 6.5 years, yeah, she doesn't know.
For 5 of it, I didn't think you were a cheat. For five of those years, I didn't think you were a cheat.
So
Now I
for
found
the-
out you're a cheat. It's
Do you know,
different.
I think Pastor.
much she
I
has
just
to do.
felt Pastor's mind change.
Yeah.
But she's not
The
gonna admit it.
dynamics are different.
when I saw that. I
For
felt like,
5
you know
years, you were not a cheater. You were not a cheater,
You
or
want to-
liar,
would you like to
pants
explain?
on fire. You were not.
That thought you had when we just sing to Adele. Please explain to her.
But it depends on how bad the cheating was. So we
Seriously, it
haven't
depends.
also.
Yeah, we haven't
It could be that he was
Sometimes
having
gradual.
threesome all across the city. It could be that there were multiple women. So now I have extra 6 months for the first woman, 6 months for the second woman, 6 months for the third
Even
woman.
if she stayed for a year and a half, I'm gonna assume it's one woman.
We
You're
can't
assuming.
assume
It's
that.
not part of it.
Would you? Sorry, if
Maybe-
it was multiple women.
maybe-
And you found out a year and a half altogether. You would say.
Maybe they cheated
I
for
think
maybe that one
it's
You
woman.
seem to struggle to answer questions, lady. I'm asking you very simple
No,
questions.
I'm just trying. You're taking it from your like the way you understand it from your point of view,
Okay.
like a manly point of view.
Okay,
But
so
I
what's
feel
the
like you're not in
conclusion?
her shoes.
Okay.
You're just like trying to like attack, but you have to be in her shoes at least.
I'm struggling to
understand how.
Honestly,
You
I'm
need to
struggling.
understand
Let
the
me
female nature.
She's going
of
through some
understanding.
mental, like emotional, I don't
Caused
know,
by the guy, by the way.
Yeah, caused by the guy.
All caused
The
by the guy.
damage,
Yeah.
the damage is so like is really huge, and that's why I keep like standing on my point. There's so much work to be done, so much work to be done, and maybe that time is not enough. The 1.5 years wasn't enough for her, like for that work to be done. She wants more time with him. It's like she's giving him a second chance to like do it right. And it can only be done through communication and any other thing that
I think she's a bad communicator, and it won't work.
No, but you know, before you open the door,
she's a cheater.
But
And it
now
won't
she
work.
wants to work on herself.
So even this one, you can't even admit that one.
Hey, ask them then.
Okay, so we have 4 minutes on the clock to wrap it up. And and I want to get to the bottom of this one on what this gentleman should do. He's been battling with this for 4 weeks. He doesn't know if he should just cut his losses and then walk away or try again. This woman has clearly not said that. It's not that I don't want to marry you now. It's just that I need time to be able to figure out if you wouldn't do it again. It's been a year and a half, which Nanye finds crazy that after a year and a half, she still can't forgive. But clearly she's having some issues there. Should he try to now, what should we call it? Start again from the beginning. Try and build on something. Should he try and get her to see reason on the reasons why they should be married, or he should count his losses, walk away? Because after a year and a half, if she hasn't forgiven you, then it's not likely she will ever forgive you, or it's not likely she will ever let you forget your transgressions. What should this gentleman be doing, Ms. Judy?
Okay, so there's two sides. After you said after 1.5 years, I think I want to believe she's taking her time to try to forgive him. You know, sometimes the thing happens, you try moving away from it, and you really don't try to digest it and try to understand the situation. So this, I didn't expect you to propose to me. I didn't expect that you wanted us to take the next step. So I think he should just take his time. It's just 4 weeks. Have a conversation with her. Whatever you used not to do that you think would help build the relationship, try to do it. Let's try to make things work. Give it, let's say, a year. Try to talk to her. Let her understand your shortfalls, the red flags. Try to work on everything. And let's see if it works. If you try again and it doesn't work, that's enough reason to walk away. There's a situation, the lady didn't say that I'm saying no and let's end the relationship. She gave you explanations on why she feels we should take our time. So I think just take your time, try to understand where she's coming from. She's a slow, forgiving person. So just take your time. I know Helen wants to beat me, but yeah.
Oh my, okay. Yeah. Danny, I'll put you second to last. Okay. Let me come to Rhea. Rhea, do tell, what do you think this gentleman should be doing? Final words.
Yeah, I think he should just walk up to her and, you know, talk about it, like just what has have been said. You have to open up, you have to be vulnerable, you have to, like, both of you, it's not about one person, it's two people in this, and if they still love each other and they can assure themselves of the love they have for each other, then they should just communicate and find ways. If they can't do it together, they could, ask for help or look for somebody to come in. You can call in a pastor or call in a counselor or somebody, a therapist, to come on board and help you guys together and make sure, like, at least, you know, that wouldn't happen again. She needs the assurance, you know, that shouldn't happen again. She has to be assured that shouldn't happen again. Yeah, and then I think everything will be okay.
Okay, all right. Let me come to you, Nanye. What should this gentleman do?
Leave. That's the first answer. So, as me, I'm a simple guy. Now, look, there's now 8 billion people on this earth right now. Billion. Where the ratio is 1 to 7. As in 7, yeah?
One man is 7
One man is to 7 women. Yeah? My brothers. At least 2 of those will know how to communicate. Focus there. Because there is not, listen, as a man, you get along most with a woman who communicates. You understand that women are very complicated creatures, yeah? Beings, whatever. But the reality is we cannot learn the book of you if you do not communicate the pages, yeah? No man needs to use or waste their time trying to write the pages of a woman's own book. Read it, communicate with us. These are things, if she had these concerns, she could have expressed them. If she doesn't feel confident or comfortable to express them to this man, then that in itself is another red flag or whatever, right? But at the end of the day, as a man, you shouldn't even be with someone that doesn't know how to communicate. So no, I mean, all this, I get it. People work on these kind of things, but look, there are certain... Look, 5.5 years is a long time.
It's a long time.
For you to now start thinking about... That's 6.5 years gone down the drain for both of you, right? Please.
Okay, so
making me tired.
So this is according to Statistica.org. Over the past 22 years, there were constantly more men than women living on the planet. Out of 7.95 billion people living on Earth, 4 billion were men, 3.95 billion were women. Actually, so now we're pretty much on par. So it's 1:1.
Okay.
So please disregard that
we're very
information.
Happy. Thank you for that stat.
Yes.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
you're welcome. You're welcome.
So
This
1:1, gentlemen.
It's pretty much 1:1 at this point.
In some countries, it's
yes,
it's
and
2:1.
had we not fact checked, would have allowed Nanye to run with
To
this.
air?
You have been in your neighborhood looking for 6 more girlfriends to join you. To no avail.
No, listen, me, I won't say
No, you know, and in some countries,
I cannot
The stats will not
support
lie.
misinformation or disinformation. I beg you.
In some countries, it's 2 women. It's 2.
two
No,
women
it's
to
2
one.
men. It's
It's
1
to one,
woman.
yes, that
like
is it.
China.
Okay.
China
so
are
don't
looking
be
for women.
deceived,
They are not
ladies.
getting women.
Okay.
They are
Okay,
looking for
he
women.
concedes.
Okay.
Ladies, don't be deceived.
Okay,
There are plenty of them.
There are plenty.
But I mean, another
Anyway, Ghana's
statistic.
population is 49% male,
Yati.
51%
Amen,
female.
amen.
So there are more females than
It is
males
still
in this
on.
country.
It's
close
still
to
1:1.
it.
It's not
So
1:7.
it's just-
Liar, pants
Really?
on fire.
Pants on
Me
fire.
really? You thought I was going to be
No,
cahoots with you?
okay, you know, I should probably clarify.
Yeah.
In geographic terms, yes.
Yeah, you don't like that.
But when you look at income distribution, that
Well, okay, fine.
Right.
In
So,
any
yeah,
case,
so let's be real.
I think if she was either going to forgive or not forgive, and I think again another important stat: if you want to have the same purchasing power that you had in 2022, you should be making almost 100% more. Ladies, if you know what's good for you, stay where you are. Nasiken you chromatic.
On that note, that's how we bring the show to an end. We've already eaten into Lord's extra time. Forgive us. I did this exciting one with, of course, the ladies, Miss Jude and Helena Pianfofo, Raya, musical artist, Nanya Kofi, he's managing director of Mood Seasons, and together we brought you another exciting edition of Keeping It Real. We have a repeat on Saturdays at 3 p.m., I believe, and of course you can catch it on the podcast version of our 3FM podcast channel on Apple Music and everywhere else inclusive. Thank you so much for being a part of it. Leaving you with the news at 8. Nakofa comes through with a wind down from then.
I read ya, Adina, Spidely Entertainment. See this life where we live.